Hello, and welcome to this overnight taste challenge. Still dark outside, not for too much longer, but it will be. Well, and this is a tequila taste challenge. We have two 40% alcohol ones, silver. Won't be much of a challenge, but I didn't want to wait till dawn. I got stuff I want to get on to today. Actually, normally I wait till 5:30 Central Time. Here we go. El Toro Silver, Premium El Toro. Now, it only says tequila in very small print right here, tequila with natural flavor. And this is different from the other El Toro I bought called El Toro Imported Tequila. You say, well, it just said tequila. Okay, well, I'll tell you what they're doing with this. You can't add flavor into tequila, it's not allowed. If you read the Tax and Trade Bureau website, just like you can't add flavoring to bourbon. But what they'll do is they'll class this as a different product. They won't call it a tequila. They're calling it a distilled spirit specialty, a DSS, distilled spirit specialty, which means they can add color in, flavoring, could be a lot of it. Now they're going to stick this. If you go to a liquor store, it's going to be in the tequila section. The liquor stores are not going to make a separate section in their store called distilled spirit specialties. Doesn't say that anywhere on the bottle, DSS. But if you looked at the packaging, you would notice that on the side it says DSS. And it's registered with the government as a DSS, distilled spirit specialty. That's how to get around the regulation. You can't add flavor into tequila, but I'm sitting here, not standing, I'm sitting and it's saying tequila with natural flavors. But see, they're going to say, oh no, it's El Toro Silver. It doesn't say El Toro Tequila. It's El Toro Silver. They do that with vodka, Skull. They've got Skull vodka. If you go to a liquor store, it's going to say Skull vodka. It's going to say Taka vodka. But then you might go to a liquor store and it'll say Taka 80 with a somewhat different label, or Skull Premium. You say that's a deceptive practice because most consumers aren't going to notice the difference. That's right. That's correct. They're not. But they can get away with it because they have it listed with the government as a distilled spirit specialty. And I don't even think most store managers are realizing what's happening with that. I do because I examine the bottles carefully. Well, here's one that's not a playing around product. This is a serious product here. This is Jose Cuervo Tradicional Tequila Plata, silver tequila. And it was introduced in 1977 as Jose Cuervo's 100% agave tequilas, okay? To get away from to differentiate from the typical Jose Cuervo Especial, which is a mixto. It's got filler, non-agave filler of whatever sort it's allowed. The only rule is it has to be at least 51% agave, Blue Weber agave. That's that particular variant. The other 49% could be theoretically anything, except that it would still have to have the aroma and flavor generally associated with tequila. See what I'm saying? That's part of the law. So yeah, you could add 49% bourbon, but then it would no longer have the aroma and flavor generally associated with tequila. So that would disqualify it. But if you add a neutral spirit that's got no flavor and aroma, there you go. It's not going to affect it. It's not going to affect the flavor and aroma. It can't. It's neutral. Might water it down, make it be bland, but it's not going to affect the flavor. Whatever flavor you're getting is coming from the product they're using. But this has got no filler, 100% Blue Weber agave. Price, well, Walmart has it $28.99. I paid $24.99 actually at Total Wine and More. Or maybe it was $1 less. Might have been $23.99. I didn't pay that close attention, but it was something around there. Yeah, 20. It was probably $24.99. Um, if you look on the Jose Cuervo website, you can order it from them directly from them if you're in a state that allows that. But it's 28.99, something like that. All right, so actually the Walmart prices are cheaper than the Jose Cuervo website price in many cases. So let's pour this distilled spirit specialty, which in this case is a tequila with natural flavors added. Why would you want to do that? No, I wouldn't want to do it, but apparently Sazerac does for whatever reason. So I've got both of the bottles. That's why I bought the second one, because I knew it was different. So I've got the El Toro tequila, imported silver tequila, and I've got the El Toro premium tequila with natural flavors. Oh my goodness. Okay. They're both silver, as you can see. Meaning they're clear like water. No, this is not going to be any kind of real taste challenge. Okay, it's not, because there is no way. First of all, I got it right on aroma with the Jose Cuervo Tradicional versus El Toro, the pure tequila. Well, pure as a mixto can be. uh, on just aroma, I knew that's it. This one is even less pure. It's adulterated with flavoring, so it's not a true tequila. It's a distilled spirit specialty, aka also known as tequila with natural flavors. Okay. We don't want to get too technical on that, but that is the reality of it. Like John Lennon said in 1970, and that's reality. So dear friends, you'll just have to carry on. All right, the dream is over. But no, the dream is not over. In my case, it continues. The dream of doing blind taste tests with various liquor products. Oh, oh boy. All right. But it's fun though, really. It's a fun hobby. It's like you say, that's a hobby, drinking. I don't look at it as drinking, really. I don't. I look at it as tasting. Now you say, well, Sticks said you're fooling yourself. Um, I'm not fooling myself. I'm just framing it in a certain way, because the way you frame things can affect the way people view it. And we want to view it properly, and we want to frame it properly. All right. It's got a lot of agave aroma here. Pungent, peppery, succulent. Nice. Is it amazing? No, I wouldn't say it's amazing. I don't think you get amazing tequila for $24.95, but maybe I'm wrong, but I don't believe you would. This is like smelling a watered down liquor product. It's like very non aromatic. Not, no, it's like nothing. There's a little faint agave to it, but yeah, ain't too much happening over here, and that's got to be the El Toro. Now, do I think El Toro is bad? No, I don't think it's bad. Either the imported silver tequila or this El Toro premium tequila with natural flavors. It's like Taka Vodka. I thought Taka's fine. Nothing I'd be looking to buy or track down, but it's fine. Now, what about Taka 80, the premium vodka with natural flavors? This I do not know, considering I never had it and don't plan on having it. I'm not really a vodka person. It's not really the thing I'm interested in. I never do vodka videos aside from the mix-ups. And anyway, the mix-ups is a vehicle to show different real sugar soft drinks. That's the whole. I mean, everybody can read through that, see through that smoke screen. That it's a backhand way of doing soft drink reviews, which this channel doesn't do technically. It's sort of like a distilled spirit video. You know what I'm saying? Like a DSS, like a Dodge, end around, end around. So and when I'm finished with the Nikolai and the Badovska, I would think that series will end, unless people insist that I keep it going, like by buying a big bottle of the Skull or something. But otherwise, I'll probably be sick of those soft drinks. I'm not a person that buys them. I just was curious about the pure sugar ones, and did it make a difference? And the answer there is it made a profound difference. A profound difference. And I know millions of people every day drink soft drinks, or they call them soda pop up north, and they almost invariably drink in the high fructose corn syrup ones. But then there's like many factions underground who are in the know about the real sugar, pure sugar soft drinks, and they're sort of like the beatniks of the soft drink world, although they're not supported by the New York Times or the San Francisco Chronicle. All right. So I know this is the Cuervo. It's obvious. Burley Sullivan says, you, same back to you. Yeah, it's a Cuervo. So aroma only. That's all it took. Just one sniff. That's all it took. Is anything going to change with the Tijuana or the Montezuma? No, no, no. So if you skip those videos next week, I wouldn't take offense, because you already know what the result's going to be. You just be watching what you know is going to happen. But, you know, you might do it just to watch it. I don't know. I'll do that. Yeah. Rich, full flavor. That pepperiness, that agave. Now, agave is so difficult to describe. Like, if you never had tequila, it's almost impossible for me to describe what does agave taste like. What Blue Web, that variety, Blue Weber agave. Well, you would have to get some and try it. It'd be like you never had an artichoke. You've never had artichoke, and I'm trying to describe what an artichoke tastes like. It's unique. It doesn't taste like anything else. So I've had people at work. I'll say, you ever tried artichokes? Oh, no. Now, they can't provide a reason why. Oh, no. Just maybe plant looks funny with the spikes on it and everything. I said, well, you know, they're really good. And their answers are usually like, well, I don't like that. You don't like it, but you never tasted it. Okay, that's interesting. Or I wouldn't like that, but they don't know. And I can't explain to them what it tastes like. It's so difficult. I can't say, well, you know, artichoke tastes like that's where it stops, because it does not taste like anything. And agave does not taste like anything else. So there's no way I can describe it. You have to experience it. Now, bourbon you can describe because it does taste like other things. It tastes like corn. Most people have had corn or maize if you live in Europe. Most people know what charred oak from barbecue and charred things. So they would know what that tastes like. All right. And then sometimes I'll say the malt whiskey tastes like bread or bread crust. Well, they know what bread crust tastes like. So see, that's much more relatable to people if you describe in bourbon. Scotch can be difficult because now you got this sometimes peatiness, and you know, you're telling people it tastes like a compost pile or dirt, soil. They're not going to really be too keen on trying it. But it doesn't really taste like that. But that's the only approximation you could make. Ibanez says, cheers and good morning to you, sir. Good morning to you. Thanks. Now let's try this little thing here. Tastes like tequila with vanilla in it. These are facts. These are facts. Yeah, I guess that's what you would say. Tequila with vanilla in it. Now you know what vanilla tastes like. Now what about tequila? I don't know. And it's very watered down, washed out. So once again, I still don't quite grasp the concept of why Sazerac would want to do that. You know, why? My question is why? Why would you want to take a so-called premium tequila? Yeah, that's why it was eight. Yeah, that's why it was $8.99 for a liter because it's premium. But anyway, you take that, and why would you want to add vanilla flavoring? That's what I'm thinking it is, vanilla flavoring. Why would you want to do that? I don't know. I guess if they sell a lot of bottles and make a lot of money, it doesn't matter, right? I guess okay, so it doesn't matter. Are they trying to win any contests with these products? Oh no, 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 no. Do they have a lot of products that do win awards? Yes, but it's more things like Eagle Rare, Buffalo Trace, uh, Sazerac Rye, um, Pappy Van Winkle, Hancock Bourbon, you know, stuff like that. Not or Flor or no, that's I'm thinking about Diageo product. I'm pretty sure, but not you know this. This is their like my friend David said last night. Their hobo whiskey. I said, well, I didn't tell him he's wrong. I just thought, yeah, it's a good way of describing it. That Heaven Hill Quality House. I said that's probably why it's $5.99 a bottle. He said, right. So you know, when you go this low on the price scale, you can't expect too much, and I don't, and I usually don't get too much. So yeah, you know, it's what it is. Uh, so you could make the argument, I guess. You say, oh yeah, Jose Cuervo Tradicional. It's only $25 a bottle. It's one of the cheapos. It's less than $30. It is a cheap tequila. Other people would argue that point and say no. It's positioned as a premium product. Premium whiskey. You got Jack Daniels and Jim Beam, American whiskey. Premium Canadian. Got, of course, we know Crown Royal. Premium Irish whiskey, Jameson. We all know that. Premium Scotch. Um, Johnny Walker Red Label. Yes. Premium gin, Tanqueray. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, but those are all ordinary. I know they're ordinary, but they're premium priced. Like Ritz crackers is premium priced. They're not gourmet crackers. And no one said that. Do they sell gourmet crackers? Yeah, and they're 3 to 4 times more than the Ritz. Okay, so you got to have a little perspective on things. Now, do they have some real super cheapo crackers like Food Club and Best Save, Best Choice, and Always Save, and Shopper, what do they call it? Shopper's Value, and I'm trying to think of that name. Surefine, yeah, they do. They used to sell them with no name on. Remember, they called them no name brands, just a white or yellow label with, and it would say crackers. That got people mystified in the 1970s, intrigued, I guess you'd say. And they had every grocery store had their no name aisle, you know, just say bleach, cornflakes, but that eventually didn't really work so well. People were opposed to it. It seemed, you know, oh, that's repulsive or something like that. So then the generic companies started to do was come up with names for the product with kind of a obviously cheap looking label. So then they have Food Club cornflakes, and it's got its own label, own line. But I mean, everybody still can tell it's a store brand. I mean, it's kind of common sense, you know. But that's cool. You know, it looks a little better than just a white box that says cornflakes. But I always knew who made it because if you looked on the box, and I'm talking about like 1979, 1980, you'd look on the box and it would say produced uh, by, or it might say produced for Topco in Illinois, somewhere, Forest Park, Illinois, or whatever. Topco. I always say Topco. That's a company that is the top company for making private label. When you get private label liquor, does it look kind of like that? Yeah. You can just like, somehow you can just tell. Like you can say, oh, I know this is a private label for Total Wine. You check the website. Oh, sure enough. I know this is a Walmart wine. Check the website. There it is. Says it. Made for Walmart. It's funny. So enough of that theorizing. It's just a discussion. Really is what it is. Jose Cuervo Tradicional Plata Tequila. Oh, Tequila Plata, definitely highly recommended. It's an A. In my opinion, it's in the A range. Most excellent. Okay, that's just the way I see it. Maybe it's a 93, getting into most excellent. I just think they do a great job with it, as I see it. El Toro, well, it's an okay flavor. I'm not sitting here tasting it saying, "Oh, this tastes bad." It actually has good flavors, but you don't pick up many flavors. It's denuded. There is a lack of flavor. So the real criticism here would be it's watery, but it's the same ABV, 40, but it's just it's not providing much flavor. It's dull, bland, if you want to call it. Relatively bland. So there you go. Now, if you're sensitive to strong flavors, this might appeal to you more. You would say, "Oh no, that's what I want because I don't want that strong agave flavor. That gags me." Okay, fine. Well then, this could be more for you. All right, but I do like strong, bold flavors. So obviously, the Cuervo is going to be more for me. So there you go. So-called taste challenge, but it really was no challenge to it. When you're guessing stuff on aroma, first sniff, you got it. But yeah, okay. What's today? Black Friday. Okay, so go spend all your money. Oh boy, go fight the maddening crowds and have a good time and be careful. And yeah, that's it. So read the last comments and we off the air. Burley says, I went to school with a guy named Lou Zer. All right. Louis Zer. I knew that guy. No. I always argue that for the most part, unless this is what Ibanez says, I'm always argue that for the most part, unless if you're familiar with the style of drink, then there is no that flavor. There is no that flavor. Bourbon County Brand Stout Day. Yep. Yeah, but I'll just wait a week to buy it, or maybe I'll wait 2 weeks because it ain't gonna sell out. Never does anymore. You just be on the shelf. Used to have to be lining up, be gone in 2 hours. Now won't be gone in 2 weeks. Oh well. I heard it's 14.6% this year. Ooh. I really don't want to drink too much of that. And I'm kind of over Bourbon County though. I know what it tastes like. I don't really like such a strong beer, to tell you the truth. But oh well. All right, y'all take care now. Bye bye.